And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicked it back promptly. Neymar. Vieira. Cruyff. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second. And Cruyff! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Palestine have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well measured. He's picked his way through. And he was alert to it. Vieira. Palestine yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cruyff. He's cut it out. And that was very necessary. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you...
And the shot! And now it's a race for the ball. Caceres gets it clear. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Neymar has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And he welcomes it in. He's found some space. Mosquera did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Cruyff. Vitinha. That has ended up in no man's land. Mosquera. Messi. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 11, Johan Cruyff.
There's the start of the second half.
Messi.
Palestine really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And this is Shevchenko. Quality ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Looking for a corner. Neymar goes short. Crosses it. Terrific header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Courtois punts it upfield. Vieira. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Well read, nice interception. It's Neymar! It's a loose ball. It's a searching pass. And here's Mbappe. Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's heaved it away. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van der Sar chooses to deal with it himself. 75 minutes played. Courtois is there to clear. Now it's Villa. Caceres gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain. Number 10.
So, time for
Mbappe.
changes on both sides, actually.
17, Neymar. Coming on the
Well,
field.
there's no doubt that they want to win this,
13,
Peter. They'll have to
Eto'o.
maintain
Number
the energy
14,
and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitutions taking place.
He's found the way through. Looking for the run. Oh, super. Gets his head on it! There's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then
Just the keeper to beat!
Palestine can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Added time.
Son Heung-min! Searching passes played there. And no, that was never going to make it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Palestine really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going.